experts, as Peter Holland reports.
It could hold up to 200 people inside and shelter several hundred more along the terracing in front. A cafe and 2 bars were completely destroyed, along with the tote building. But faulty firemen using 8 appliances prevented the blaze damaging the track, which is used up to 4 times a week for greyhound and speedway racing. I asked the fire officer in charge at the scene how safe he'd regarded the main stand.
Well, in relation to the fire at Bradford, which was mainly all timber stand, the stand behind us is mainly brick and concrete and steel construction. There is quite a bit of infill with timber, but the building is relatively safe, and obviously it doesn't hold the vast numbers that the likes of the Bradford stand held.
Is it regularly inspected by your officers?
Whilst there's no legislation covering this type of premise, on a goodwill basis, the management here do invite the fire brigade down there and do seek advice off us on fire regulations and fire matters.
And were you happy with the setup?
Yes, I think most of the things we ever asked for in the past on this premise were always carried out by the management.
Ahead, despite the fire which totally destroyed the main stand of the Cleveland Park Stadium this morning. The stadium is used for greyhound racing and Middlesbrough Speedway. What caused the fire isn't yet known. Barbara Want now reports.
It took 40 firemen nearly an hour to bring the fire in the 2-storey stand under control. It's thought it may have been smouldering for some time before it was spotted, which was why it took such a hold on the building. The structure at the front of the stand is largely concrete and steel, but it seems the blaze broke out at the back, where the bars and terraces are situated, and where there was a considerable amount of timber. But as to the cause, that's not yet clear. A spokesman for the company who own the stadium, National Greyhounds of Middlesbrough, said the stand had been inspected recently. The stand was completely gutted, though the track was undamaged. But the fire brigade now have to wade through several feet of debris to try and discover what started the fire, and it won't be easy work.
The building is so severely damaged at the moment, it's difficult to say how it started, so we've got an open mind to the cause at the moment.
And what sort of task are you facing with your investigations?
Well, the task is that the building is about 75% damaged. Inside the building, the debris is 2 to 3 feet thick. What we've got to do is to talk to people and talk to the management, and also start to excavate the building to find just what we can find. As I said, the moment is open mind. I wouldn't really like to say what the cause is.
That task could mean the investigations will be drawn out, and in the wake of the Bradford tragedy there'll be particular interest in discovering how this fire happened. Meanwhile, all greyhound racing has been cancelled for the next week, though tomorrow's speedway, which uses other parts of the stadium, will go ahead.